I mean, they're releasing the non-conference schedule today, game by game.
Non-con.
Yeah, the non-con schedule. Today, game by game, they're going to do a lot of interviews. They're doing some highlights and different stuff.
They're doing full social media interaction.
They're going to talk to some important former players.
We're up on YouTube, people. We are made for the Ville.
Yeah.
Go there, subscribe. We are live in the studio. This you get to see it. You get to see everything behind the scenes.
Yeah. No. Did they? What time does your video? Did they tell you what time they're going to release your video?
I sent some snark in there. I got to understand what you're saying about that, Steve. No. Tell the world what you're saying about that, just so everyone can hear live the joke you're telling.
They were talking about maybe, having like some highlights of former players and some, I don't know, maybe talking to former players. I was just curious if you wanted to break the news on what time your video. What time? I'm sure Coach called you.
Well, I have yet to talk to them about the imminent release of my VHS style video. But why don't you catch people up on your video aspect of it?
Did you see how quick I hijacked that from you yesterday?
I saw you try.
I tried. I was like, I'm setting the tone.
But there's the
Coach Mack ain't gonna tell me he ain't never seen me hit a
there's the Steve. If you mention Jared Carter's name.
I bust him.
If you mention Jared Carter, like you busted Ron Mercer or something when he was in high school, like
I bet Jared Carter he was ranked as high as Ron Mercer.
I need you to give out one more basketball name, Steve. That you can't use Jared
James
Carter.
Lang. That's pretty freaking good. He's the number 3 player in the country. Went straight to the NBA.
You were physically on a court with him?
Yes. Dante Smith.
You went on the court with Dante Smith?
Well, I was on the bench. I was on the bench. I was a freshman. I
knew it. Listen, I shouldn't even challenge that because I knew you were going to have to
I played on a team with Dante Smith.
You just threw. You played on a team with Montrezl Harrell.
Yes, but me and Dante Smith won the league.
You were technically me and Dante Smith.
Me and Dante Smith won the league.
Dante Smith and I.
Dante Smith and I won a league. That was the only time I beat the Troutmans. I had Dante Smith.
Wait a minute. You had to go get Dante Smith to beat the local Bullitt County family that dominates the basketball scene.
And we did. We did beat them. And me, Terrence. It was me, Terrence, Dante Smith, and
stop saying these names. It was me, Coach Crum, and Montrez.
My buddy Clay. You know my buddy Jeremy. We played at we had a squad, man. I'm just saying. We beat them twice.
Perrin?
No, Perrin didn't play. I don't know why Perrin didn't play. Yeah. No, we was working fools though. It was good. It was good.
Give the ball to Dante and get out the way.
I just stood out the corner.
No, you didn't. You didn't stand out the corner. You gave the ball to Dante Smith and you clapped. You were supportive.
Hey, hey, I did a few of those. Hey.
No. That's an A pass to me.
Hey,
no, you did a good job.
It was good.
So so now that we've absolutely hijacked the show, Stephanie, before you get out of here, let's talk to us real quick. Tell us what are you doing? Where are you headed? What's next in the plan? Did you enjoy your stay? Just give us a exit speech, a little bit of something. We've been dying to get you on air the entire time. It's our last opportunity.
Okay, it's my last day, so I'll speak into the mic.
There you go.
Thank you. It's good.
You're welcome.
So where?
I'm in my last semester of school.
Okay.
And the aim is to not get deported.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's strong. That's good. Let's start there.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I don't really know where to go from that one.
You can have
good.
This one. No, yeah.
So trying to stay in the country,
okay.
Get a job,
okay.
and that's sort of the focus that keeps me up at night.
And you need a good job to do that.
Yeah,
correct?
I have to prove that this country needs me, and the job can be done by no one else in order to be able to.
Fair. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I mean, why haven't you had us all write letters to whoever you need? We'll vouch for you.
Yes.
That's why I'm going on the air today. I'm asking you to write me a letter.
This is perfect. Now, what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in sport administration.
Okay, because Stephanie, I don't know. I know you know, humble brag, but the numbers on the show are really, really good. So a lot of people listen.
Us vouching for you is a guaranteed passport stamp.
Yeah, and a lot of people with a lot of money that own a lot of businesses.
But then again, you might be accused of fraud. Stephanie, there's no way you know
That's
Marcus.
why I'm coming to you guys.
There is no way you know Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage. I mean, like, Stephanie, come on now. A lot of people use that good old, I work with Steve and Marcus, you know, but I work at 93.9.
Speaking of that, a guy called me the other day. He said, my company, look, here's the deal. He said, my company, we got like a $12,000 budget for they host things, okay? I told him to call Robbie to get a suite. And I said, yeah, just tell him, hey, right, I've talked to Robbie 3 times in my life. I said, hey, just tell him, you know, Steve Rummage and Marcus Maven. He was like, oh, yeah, will that work? Yeah.
No, look, I bet you didn't even use your name. You threw my name squarely under the bus.
Yeah, tell him Marcus said.
And I'm going to get a call from Robbie Valentine saying, hey, man.
Hey, who's this dude? I mean, the dude's like, he's got like $12,000 budget just to throw down on a game.
Got to stop throwing my name in there.
It's like, so okay.
In all seriousness, Stephanie, like we really hope this works out.
And she's looking for a good job in any kind of field. Something you want to.
I want to go into public relations.
Public relations. Okay. So if you're out there today,
you call into this show.
Yeah, and you got a public relations type job.
Yeah, text line. Listen, that accent is killer.
Yes.
Like, stop it.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I can vouch for her, man. She is a hard worker. She's back here. She's learned a lot over the past couple weeks. She spent a lot of time up in 680, and then when she finally got back here, she started learning stuff.
That's fine. And Stephanie is an avid. She's a Louisville fan.
Oh yeah, she's Louisville geared out.
So
and don't go anywhere and start throwing us under the bus. You know,
she is a
Marcus and Steve
player for Louisville. She was
a lacrosse player for Louisville. Yeah, so I mean, this is somebody you want on your team. I mean, if I have a business, I mean, that's why the movers and shakers of tomorrow's generation are in the studio right now. Absolutely. So this is somebody you want. So give us a text, give us a call.
Somebody starting beef with her and Patty Ice. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Patty D Ice.
Oh,
Be careful. Okay, so Steve, where do we start today? I mean, are we starting logos? Are we starting urban? We're gonna which one do you want to clean up first? Which one are people dying to talk about? 8150 939 is the number. 3831 939 is the text line. Listen, we can talk recruiting first of all. We can talk Urban Meyer. We can clean up that the bow tie. We might not have as much Urban Meyer because there's not much shock from either one of our departments.
Let's start there because this is where and I don't really want to talk about the Urban Meyer
morality.
What happened, the morality side of it. I think I could say now, don't hit women. If you do, you're a piece of crap. Okay, and if you know somebody
don't allow,
that does,
don't allow your friends to
don't allow that to happen. Okay, there we cleared the morality side of that up.
Right
now, let's do the NCAA type side
versus university
punishment side. And here's where I want to say:
are we gonna say NCAA or are we gonna say university?
Well, university, either one.
Right.
Basically, the feeling that I have is kind of the story for me. The feeling that I have of now when I see the more and more I see these stories and I see that those things happen.
Are you Louisville fan talking now,
yes,
Steve? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
The more that I'm like, it has gotten past the point where I just am like, I don't even care anymore. God, we just. And this is no shade at Chris Mack because I'm happy Mack's here. I'm happy the different ones are here. But
this got nothing to do with you. Like, this is old standing beef we got.
Yeah, like when I saw that and it come out and it said, hey, he's going to serve a 3-game suspension for stuff that is morally.
We said that first day, Steve.
I know. Well, no, I said on this show when everybody was like, oh, he's gone. I said, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's not gone. He's not going to get fired. I'm kind of surprised he got suspended, honestly. And do you know that the story coming out of that meeting was Urban fought that? Like, what you suspended me for?
Say that again.
Urban Meyer fought the fact that he was getting suspended 3 games.
And
did you hear his press conference?
We showed public outcry for somebody who dared to fight for their suspension.
Right. And the thing is and now it's gotten past the point where now I just literally just look at it and I say, my school just come out and said, hey, we did this, we took care of it, and now my coach got fired, and my athletic director got fired. It's a wonder I haven't been fired.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
I know. I am on the seemingly moral side, wrong side on this one, because I was on the seemingly more. I was on the wrong side of the Patino final decision because I dared to say he didn't know. Right? I dared to say he's not responsible for what a person he hires, a person he puts in position to be morally, decent.
Yeah.
To be a decent, I hire a guy to be a decent person and to abide by the rules, right?
Yeah.
And I say, if I hire you to do that and I do the checks that I'm supposed to do, and then you still do something and you can do something and you can keep it from me. And I said that that's a possible thing, right? So my only perspective on this Urban Meyer entire situation is this. Have your conversations about what went on with the assistant coaches or the assistant coach and the wife and everybody who says anything. Have another conversation about what ADs are supposed to know and supposed to do and who holds the bag and all that. And everybody can have all these conversations around the outside.
Yeah.
Marcus Maben says, this word, you people know this word sticks out to me. The word Marcus Maben says is morally reprehensible. You know why I know that? You know why I know that name? I want to know, where are the morally reprehensible finger waggers when you find out that sex toys were being delivered to the football office?
Right. That's illegal.
That's illegal.
That's not.
Where is?
No, I was asking. Is that illegal?
Listen. I don't even. It's not the illegal part. It's the investigation part of it.
That's my point. My point is that's what I'm not stomping on your point.
Yeah.
My point is that's what the NCAA did to Louisville. Said, oh, nasty black strippers. I'm serious. Am I wrong?
It felt like black, but they didn't say black. But
no, but that's you're right. But tell me, I mean, are you kidding me? I'm right on that.
Yeah. Just the vibe that we got.
You made it into hood strippers.
Absolutely,
is what you did.
So, sex toys going to football office. Who talks about that?
Right.
Stripper. $600. $600. Back to your original point.
Yes.
Football treats it like, that's just the boys being the boys.
Absolutely.
Goes back to Tennessee. Team of
pretty Southern girls,
hostesses, having sex with recruits,
which is
just a football thing,
just casual.
I'm wondering why we're not talking about how salacious this assistant coach is to make this is a real coach making.
Yeah.
You remember? Steve? Do you remember how big Andre McGee's job became?
Oh yeah.
Right?
No, he was the second in command under Rick Pitino by the time it was done. So, dude, he's a freaking basketball ops guy.
He went from basketball operations, entertaining recruits,
to Rick's favorite player when he played for him,
to the cornerstone of to
Rick and McGee's parents are like
to hitman,
tight as can be,
to my personal bodyguard, hitman, bagman.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Where are all the people who want to know or who want to accuse Urban Meyer of saying, hey, you should know every package? Like, think about this. A package is coming to the football office, right? And
are we using these for practice or what?
Right? And see, how funny is that?
It is.
How funny is that if Andre McGee's package was being delivered to the basketball office, and he was picking up this box of Lord knows what's in that box and taking it to the dorms?
Yeah.
It's the cornerstone of everything. I've been sitting in here talking with you for 24 minutes.
Can I say this as it should be? If that had been the case, that should be the cornerstone of the... I mean, seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that should be. So when somebody says anything about it, yes.
I've watched the phones light up. Stephanie, we're going to get mad at you.
Throw something at her.
I want to match this guy.
That was me.
The phone's over there ringing.
So,
It's not ringing.
look
There's
at
somebody on there.
No,
It's
it
Bush.
was. It was a second ago. It
Yeah,
was a second
like
ago.
lines and lines. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're fine.
Well, people are calling in. No, back to the original
Yeah.
point. Steve,
Mm-hmm.
if there's packages
Yes.
being delivered
Yes.
to Rick Pitino's office
Sure.
that have contents that we later find out, if we find out, I'm talking about coaches,
Mm-hmm.
not 24-year-old basketball
Yeah.
ops guys.
Right.
Coaches that have changed schools together.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Like you can spend as much time as humanly possible talking about what he should have did.
I know.
And I'll even take a step further. Let's enforce this to people. Hey, the moment you hear about this going on,
Yeah.
we cannot stop. If you really care about people being treated and women being treated, hey, Urban, this is what Urban Meyer should say to the people. Hey, in this situation, this is what I didn't do right. This is what I should do right. I'm going to explain to my kids. If you know about it, you have to report it. Listen, and we can say, oh, of course, Urban, you said it now. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's still, you continue doing your job
I know.
or whatever, but you have a new standard of reporting domestic violence.
Sure.
There's something productive comes out of that.
Let's learn some.
Yes.
This scenario.
Let's establish
Yeah.
immediate rules. You put together a committee to save his job instead of putting together a committee
Yeah.
to put something together
I know.
moving forward.
Yeah.
And again, that's another conversation you can have outside of Louisville. You can have that conversation anywhere else. My thing is Marcus, is 93.9, it's ESPN, it's Fox. It's all the national sports media that want to know how much culpability a coach has to boxes of sex toys delivered to your office,
Mm-hmm.
to strip club budgets, to company
Yeah.
budgets. Where's my audit?
I know.
The minute I know $600 was spent at a strip club, we audit.
Mm-hmm.
Go get Chuck Smirk right now. Line 1, Chuck Smirk
Yeah.
in Ohio State,
Yeah.
right? No. Governor of Ohio. Let's go get him.
Well, and the strip club money, I think, was
Recruiting budget money.
was recruiting. Yeah.
That's my point, Steve. That's
Yeah.
why I say the moment you find out $600 is missing from the recruiting budget and went to a strip club, how much more has been gone to whatever?
Yeah. If that was a one, I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, what point do you get a notice of allegations for moral reprehensible behavior when you see the White House photos?
Yeah.
Or if you hear about it. They're knocking at your door the moment the announcement comes out that there's going to be a book about Louisville. You're getting notice of allegations immediately. You're getting phone calls. You had investigators from the NCAA on campus immediately,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Don't wait for some other program that's on the rise to come up and then show up with the alphabet boys
Right.
locking down computers.
Yep.
Locking people out their office. Yeah, let's do that, Urban.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just sit over there. We lock it down this wing of the building, of the football. We're going to find everything. We're going to go through everybody's emails.
Yep.
If we find nothing, you got nothing.
And then we're good.
As a state employee, that's how you're supposed to begin. And you know what? We had to sit by and watch it happen. And we, you know what? And we watched them go through the computers, lock down the wing, go through everything. Oh, there was one communication between one guy and one guy that was about 3 years ago that shows maybe he did know him.
Yep.
And just like now, I say, that's all you got.
Yeah. That's it.
If you go through my internet history and the most you find
Yeah.
is a clickbait pop-up that I got when I was on betus.com or something,
Yep.
if that's all you got,
Yep.
you'd have to say Marcus is a saint.
Yeah. No, I agree. And in the meantime,
Hypothetical.
in the meantime, everyone that was laughing at Luke and Morgan, the more stuff happens.
And the pack.
Yeah. And the pack. Yeah, absolutely. The more stuff that happens, the more I think those guys sit back and they put another another sword, another bullet in the gun almost.
And again, like I said, I'm again, you have your specific problems, but the other thing is Michigan State,
yep,
Penn State's, Ohio State's, big problems, big salacious things, big stories, but operating. This is why every rule change, people. We look for how does this benefit these big programs, because you never see it at first.
Right.
But then you find out rules change. It's just like how we talked about. You made these changes. People made their schedules. Then all of a sudden, you release what we should have already known in July. You're throwing away the RPI.
Yeah.
There's always something. We're always late
Absolutely.
to the party, as any other type of school other than your main, your top 10. Keith, thanks for joining us on the Scoring Collision Center Hotline, my man. What's on your mind?
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for letting me on. I got to tell you guys are missing out on the creme of the creme of that stuff that came out in the 23 pages after all of Ohio State officials left. The one where it says Urban Myers is prone to memory losses on topics such as this and has been on drugs, and that may be why he can't remember certain things about what happened. I absolutely love that. It just kills me. This is a P5, one of the top coaches in the country. He can remember play after play of both teams on the field, and he can't remember something like this. It's called selective memory loss, and I love how they just blew that in there and thought that was going to float, and it will because they're Ohio State.
Yeah.
But that just kills me.
That's a good point, man. Because they did. I mean, sorry. Appreciate the call, Keith.
I heard somebody laughing in the background. I was curious.
No, that was the. I think he has radio on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No, but I mean that is a good point. I mean their comeback was, well, Urban has trouble remembering some things. Yeah. Are you kidding me? What we're finding out is, well,
I can't do radio, man.
I know, right?
I can't
because,
dude, I'm like, what am I doing here?
I know, because what do you want me to say?
What am I doing here when a championship caliber coach, and in his prime championship caliber coach, says, or the university backs this coach with, I got trouble remembering something. Well, you shouldn't be coaching then.
Yeah, well, you have
that's just
problem.
A lie, man. God, lawyers can make anything.
What we're finding out is what we all knew. If Louisville had just gave a big middle finger to everybody involved and said, "Yeah, come and prove we did anything," shut up. No, we would still be rolling like nothing had ever happened.
I don't want to keep reliving.
I know.
Anthony Simons should be starting the point guard.
Yes. Right now, you should have Romeo, Anthony Simons.
Simons,
getting ready to start the season.
Oh, my God.
And let me say, but like I said, that's not an indictment.
I know. We always got
on Vince and Coach
right.
Mack. Like we're
got nothing to do.
Even though Coach Mack still is questioned my basketball skills once, which is we're gonna have to talk about that.
Let that go, Steve.
No, I'm not letting it go. I'll let it go next year at his camp when I call him out in the middle of the camp. Play me one-on-one right now, Coach.
I doubt you score him. I doubt you score him
On Chris Mack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
He's a Division I player, Steve.
No, he was he's 50.
His 50-year-old body is better than your 25-year-old body.
And that's no.
You saw the report. He just had his physical.
I could outrun Chris Mack. I like him, but I could outrun him. I will. Whatever. Point is, though.
1034, Steve Rummage says he can outrun Chris Mack. Not true.
No, absolutely.
Go ahead.
I will. I'll prove it. But regardless, my point is, though, is that it just goes to show
the coverage of it.
You're going to relive this every time a Michigan State pops up.
I know.
And when I'm 70.
I know.
When I'm 70 years old.
I know.
There's going to be some ignorant school do something, and I'm gonna sit there, 70-year-old Steve.
You're right, Steve.
Yes, I mean I'm gonna be angry. And I'm going to complain about the time we fired Tom and Rick, and when we didn't have to do anything.
Man.
It's going to happen
I don't
for the
care
rest of my
if
life.
I don't care if Chris comes in here, wins 4 straight. You're never gonna forget that year. You're never gonna forget the strong.
No. If he wins 4 straight, I don't give a crap.
No, you will.
No, I don't.
I will.
I won't.
I will.
I won't care at all. If Chris Mack comes here and wins
You a
4 straight
sellout.
titles,
You a damn sellout.
I would have fired him myself. As a matter of fact, I'll trash talk him. I'll be like, Louisville's the one. We got exactly what we deserved
Rummage
back then.
will get in the Marty McFly's DeLorean.
Yes.
He will go back and he will set up.
Yes.
He will set up Rick and Tom.
Yep.
Get them a violation.
You'll see me at the parties. You'll see me at the parties in pictures. Don't let it in yet. Don't let it in yet.
Taking the pictures.
Yeah.
Behind the camera.
Yeah, no. For 4 straight titles, I'll be like, son, you better get back in that room with
Oh my God. That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna get fired. Midday with Marcus Maybe. Quick commercial break. 8150, 90 through 90. We're done, Steve.
probably. I don't care for 4 titles. I'll quit. Fire me.
You'd quit radio right now.
Quit radio right now for 4
straight
for
titles.
4 straight championships. I'll walk out today.
93.9 The Ville.
Announcing another game.